Greetings everyone again, and we're back as TheAnonymousFX, and we're going to take you through another weekly outlook and to show you what we're currently looking at and how we'd love to see the market move. I know that last week we had a bit of a similar scenario with CAT-JPY, whereby the price was somewhere just here and we had a bit of a level right here. And we just anticipated that price is going to just break below and go down, but that didn't happen. In fact, price came back up to create a double top, and then from there we saw price breaking below a recent higher low, and then from there we saw it dropping. It came back again, just giving a bit of an ascending correction nature, and then we also saw another break to the downside. So now we're just going to be looking at price in this manner. So we're currently having a bit of a support zone that is just here, and anticipating that you're going to see a bit of a break to the downside, and then price to continue to just falling down. But if we don't get that, then we could possibly see price coming in, just either breaking above here and continuing ranging within this ascending channel. And if it doesn't do that, then it means we're going to be having a bit of consolidating market, just having a bit of a ranging market to the sideways. But yeah, so this is what you're anticipating on CAT-JPY, and yes, thank you. Then we're going to move to EUR-JPY. So EUR-JPY is also the same thing with CAT-JPY. We anticipated that we're going to be having a bit of a bearish movement as soon as we hit the third touch, but unfortunately we didn't, and we had a bit of a fake out and a double top just here. It's a 4-hour level. Just gonna put this down here, and from there we're still within this ascending channel, right? And then within that ascending channel means that now we're gonna see, means we're currently in a bullish manner when you're looking at the overall ascending channel. Now there's a possibility that you're gonna find the market dropping to just this and just give us a third touch, and if it does, then it means that now we're also moving to hit the take profit. Now if we move to 1 hour, what are we seeing? In 1 hour we're seeing something like this, right? Just gonna give it to you. We're seeing price kind of moving to the upside. It's gonna also just give it to you like this, kind of moving to the upside before this fake out, and we've seen that price was going up, and this was the recent higher low. Price broke below it, and also this was a 4-hour higher low, and price broke it and came back down. But also there's a bit of a head and shoulder right here that you have, although we also do still have another head and shoulder right here. So the possible movement of this head and shoulder is gonna circulate this one, would have possibly just finished as soon as the price gets here. So we should also a bit of an ascending channel for this. So we could also say this, if we don't want to look at those head and shoulders, just gonna look at the corrective nature or the structure that is currently laying out. So we have a bit of an ascending channel, which is this, within another ascending channel, which is the bigger one, and then we have an ascending channel also, which is just right here, and we broke below. So what are we currently waiting on? We're currently waiting to see if price is gonna break below this current level. So if we break this current level, the 130, and to the downside, then we could anticipate that we're gonna get to, I think it's this level if I'm not wrong. I'm just gonna go back to 4H to confirm the level that I anticipated. So it's not that one, it is this one. So we're gonna be anticipating something like a drop to here, which I think would be possibly 80 pips. It's 110, so it's even enough. and that is what we're currently looking for in our UJPY. Then we have another one, which is GBP-JPY. I'm just gonna also start from the top. As you can see, we had a bit of rejection there. I don't know if you call it a three-ball top there. Where price failed, and a lot of times failed to break below 1, 2, 3, and that now means that it is a very strong level to be broken. So I'm going to start there and just show you what you're also currently anticipating. So we have a bit of this whereby price was just going to the upside, or just going to the upside, yes, just like this. With this price action happened and we got over it, and now also we failed to break below this level. So now we're just going to focus on this level and these two levels, whereby as you also can see very clearly that we are failing to break also below this level, right below this 1 and 2, and we can either go back and just try and see how relevant it is, but we're just trying to focus on the current market. I'm just going to go on 1 hour, just going to show you how we're going to make it work to the current levels. As you can, as I've already shown you how they look on the outside. So now we have this whereby price has done has played out the way it's supposed to, or has played out in its own correct manner on ascending nature. So this was when price was just pushing to the upside and nothing else. It was pushing to the upside. Then we also had another channel here whereby price was just being bullish of nature. Now we had this as a higher low, as you can see. Still have this as a higher low, and as soon as price break to the downside and fully break to the downside, then we can consider price dropping. But for now, we're just waiting to see how the price will work around. There would be questions such as, why isn't this wasn't this a breakout? As you can see, it fully just the candle closed to the downside and then went in again with the momentum. So as we have this, we also have another one which is just here, and that is just recently being retested, or had a third touch, I'd say. So we're just also trying to see how the market would react, and if you're gonna see price breaking to the downside or failing, just as with CAD JPY. So just to also make you realize and see what I'm talking about, just gonna do this. Showing you that this is a potential take profit, and we could possibly just find this momentum to just stop here, or if we are in the right side of the market, if the market just decides to continue, then we could have this full move to the downside. And that's it for GBP JPY. Just gonna move to GBP USD. So also gonna just clean everything, just show you what am I looking for. It's gonna be a bit similar to GBP JPY. As you will see, it's nothing a bit different. Most of the time GBP is moved in the very same manner. So we have, just gonna start just here. We have a bit of a resistance, not even a bit, it's a resistant area where price failed to break also a countless number of times. As you can see, it's a bit too much. And we also have a support area where also price just failed to break, and also we just consider this level right here. You see it's just big levels. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna move it to just here so that you can see this is the relevant one. I'm just gonna fix this right now, and you're gonna see that right now we were in an ascending nature, but because now we broke below this and came back in, and also failing to break below this current level, we're failing countless times and also have a bit of a double top on the 1 hour, which you'll be able to see. We're just trying to show that bears might just be taking over currently. So I'm just going to switch to 1 hour. So 1 hour, this is what is 1 hour showing us. I don't know if I should go back that far, but let me just do this. So we have a bit of an outer channel, but then there's a bit of an inner channel just right here, whereby price just broke below, right? What am I looking for? Looking for price to break below this. Why? Because this is my recent high low as price has gone up there. I don't know if it could apply as a resistance to the previous market. Most probably it can, but we're just waiting. I know a lot of people are just waiting for the break below this because it also qualified to be support when you go back. But I, on my own, am just waiting for price to just break below this high low right here, and you just see it possibly jumping to the downside. Let me also fix this and that you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah. So just to continue, just waiting for a break below here, retest, and then just jump to the downside. So that's it for CAD JPY, GBP USD. Sorry about that. Then we move to GBP. Well, I have my wires crossed now. We'll move to USD CAD, and let me clean everything out. No, in fact, I'm not cleaning everything out. I'm just removing this. It's still the same, nothing differently. We have been consolidating for quite some time. I think it's been like just calculate the dates. It's been 26 days. No, it's been 22, 23 days we've been in this consultation. So now we're just anticipating that we would love to see a bit of a break above just here, and price retesting this broken level and then going to the upside. It's nothing different, it's still the same. So yeah, then we have USDZAR. I'll just be staying out of this one because it's a bit messy. It's a bit too messy for my liking, so I wouldn't be trading this one. Then we have silver, which is also acting like GBP USD. So we have price level whereby price is just failing to break, just showing a bit of rejection and not even a bit of rejection, showing a lot of rejection. And we have also a level here where price is just now failing to break. So we have this where now it makes sense for market structure. We have a bit of an ascending trend line that has been holding the price afloat to the upside. And then from there, as you can see now, the way price has been going up now, there's no longer momentum to push it to the upside. Now, what are we waiting for? To show you. Now, I'm judging by this now channel. This is a correction, as this was an impulse. This is correction if you're trading falconry. But if we're gonna be focusing on structure, you can see this was our high. This means that this was our high low. So what we would love to see is price breaking just below this level, and then we'll see price tanking to the downside. And what else? We have dollar index still also consolidating between these two levels, which now we thought this was going to be a shoulder, this was going to be a head, and most probably this could be a shoulder. So now what are we waiting for? Just waiting to see price breaking out of this now newly formed falling wedge or falling channel, whatever you call it. I just want to see price breaking above this level, and then we could see USD starting to gain some strength, and also pushing USD CAD upward, and also pushing GBP, USD, and silver to the downside. And that is it from the TheAnonymousFX. If you have any questions, slide on our DMs. Our Instagram is on our description, also personal, and also our company one. So that's it. Thank you.